Hello everybody, my name is Jay Milwaukee. Welcome to my channel Vorpal Gaming, and we're here again with some more Total War Warhammer. I wanted to start another series of videos up. I was going to do this anyway with the Beastmen release, but I wanted to start up a new campaign pretty quickly, given how absolutely horribly my last campaign went with the vampire counts. I swear normally I do play better than that. Anyway, I still haven't checked out this Eye for an Eye campaign. Apparently it's meant to be like a more story-driven, Beastmen-focused campaign. But we're just going to be going with the straight grand campaign this time. And yes, we will be obviously playing as the Beastmen. I've got a few nice little mods that sort of change their color and change the way change the functionality of the game and things like that with the Beastmen. They're interesting. I'll say that. I played some with them on one campaign, failed miserably the first time because I underestimated how absolutely fucking expensive their unit upkeep is, and they don't actually have any straight income buffs from any of their buildings. So I also have a mod that gives you a bit more income as the Beastmen and also reduces upkeep with in terms of the effects that a lot of your buildings give you. They start with, or their top units rather, as they have here, Minotaurs, Razorgore Herd, and Cygor. Cygor is basically your siege weapon. They pick up rocks from the ground and throw them at the enemy, and then you can just send them into melee battle, and they're quite tough as well. So they're pretty useful. We've got Khazrak the One-Eye and Malagor the Dark Omen as our respective melee and magic lords. You know, normally I go for Khazrak. The other interesting thing is that you actually begin... Oh, that's interesting. So that actually affects where I start too. Another interesting thing is... I think I'm going to go down here, to be honest, because I've started up in Astalia the last couple of times with Khazrak, and honestly, it's difficult as hell to get out of there. The settlement down here is really, really tough. There's a settlement up here that's not so bad, and there's another one up here that's not so bad, but that one's really tough to beat out, and they get strong really, really quickly. So I'm just not going to touch that. What do we got for settings here? Oh, okay, right. We'll go with full, so that we can see what the AI is doing at all times, since there's no other players, it's just me. God, I wish you could just turn the advisor stuff off completely. Battle realism mode. Fight battles without the radar map or contextual tooltips. I mean, that's fine. Battle time limit. No. No! Ridiculous. Time limit. What do you think this is? Okay, so we're going to go with Malagor this time, just to try something different. He starts with quite a good spell, I believe. I'm not sure if it was him I was using or maybe just one of the Bray Shamans. So we're starting here in the southern Badlands by the looks of things. Quite a bit to the... what is that, the east? Yeah, like east-southeast of where Khazrak starts. We start with a giant, Ungor Spearman, and Chaos Warhounds, Poison. Obviously we have a few more units in our army, and we actually start... Well, when I played with Khazrak at least, we started with two separate armies in the exact same spot. So maybe that'll happen again, and I'll just have Khazrak with me or another lord with me. I'm not sure. I've not started with Malagor yet. So he gets hero capacity +1, and plus 10% campaign movement range, which is going to be extremely useful for making our way through these lands. So let's jump right into it, shall we?
The dark powers demand war on all civilization. The cloven ones answer the call. I am an emissary of such a cause. One that has spoken with Bray Shamans and knows their ways. I have sought out the One-Eye, for his hatred of man reaches above all doors. He knows my scent and abides my presence. For now.
Oh, they're so fucking mean looking.
Guide them to greatness. Show them where men are weak.
I believe this is actually the trailer that they released for the Beastmen DLC when they announced it.
Thirsts for vengeance, but a single soul is not enough to appease the ruinous powers. They want it all. Send forth the Gors. Let civilization be torn asunder. Let the endless hunt begin.
I have to say it again, I am enjoying this game immensely. I think they did a really good job of it. You know, other people may have their own opinions, but I've just been really enjoying this game. So far, and by far the best out of the Total War series for me. The only thing that I think it's missing is proper formations, and I mean, there's a mod for that now, as I said, but it only really affects sort of your higher tier and shielded units and things like that. Which is fine, you know, sort of realistic in that way. But it really should have just been a part of the game. I think I've said it before in previous videos anyway. Still, you know, that's a tiny, tiny thing. The game runs really well. As I think I said before too, I did have a double unit size mod on here at one point, and I haven't recorded any videos with it, of course, but it lags the battle out really, really badly. It looks incredible because the armies are just massive, but honestly, it's not worth it, and it makes the game sort of unplayable. It's just very, very janky and jittery while you're playing through a battle. I also don't have just Beastmen mods on here. I've got mods for other races as well, because, you know, just for when I play other races. But I leave them on because I figure if I'm going to have, you know, new units and extra advantages and all that sort of stuff, the AI may as well have some of that as well. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Gives them, you know, more varied units and whatnot.
Your hour approaches, Crowfather.
Still lets me enjoy the content, even if I'm not playing the race.
A once proud city of mankind. You have prophesied the end of all uncloven. Yet the time for portents is done. We must move.
He's very talented.
Distant lands,
His mouth isn't
other
even
war
moving.
herds move through their own blood grounds. In time, you may encounter them as either friend or foe. Know that you have kin, but trust only in yourself. Further north, past the mystic forest of Atheloren, is Bretonia. Arrogant and aloof, its glittering spires a sure sign of self-righteousness. You should bring ruin to this pretty realm. East of Bretonia lies the Empire, the very pinnacle of mankind's hubris. Its capital, Altdorf, is the center of power and a symbol of its surety. Reduce it all to rubble. Let pandemonium reign. The Empire is powerful, but divided. You must strike soon, for it may yet unify and seek to bring civilization to the Bloodgrounds. To the south, the Border Princes hold a tentative grip on all that they call theirs. Yet they are isolated by the mountains and the Blackfire Pass. Soft targets for a hungry herd such as ours. Though the dwarfs and greenskins lie between us and the realms of man, Malagor, they are trifling obstacles. You are the Dark Omen, Dar Armu, destined to bring an unending age of destruction to man's uncloven world.
Good to know. Yes, I will. Okay, so we've got our two hordes here. Oh, so it's still Gorus Heartrender. It's the exact same guy. Okay, so since he's got 4... Wow. Actually, they both have 4 pop surplus. Okay. I can deal with that. The first thing I'm going to do is put both of these guys in a hidden encampment and start building my armies up a little bit. I might move him over here. Because of course, unlike, even though they are a horde species, unlike the Chaos, they don't suffer attrition. What do we have? We've just got the basic stuff for the moment. I mean, look, I'm going to need more archers anyway. Let's start with that. We've got our one giant. Hopefully he proves worthwhile. And he can go... I was going to say and build that, but... One of the first things you really want to go for, other than units, like upgrading to get more units and shit, is this sort of stuff, the pile of flesh with the income and the minus to the upkeep. Let's just start with that. He can't do that just yet. I just can't afford it. That's okay. Might it be worth maybe popping one more of them in for the time being? I mean... yeah, why not? We've got to have some kind of beefiness to our army. Do a bit of research. The interesting thing about all these is that they all come with a sort of a negative, except for these later ones up here. By the time you get to here, you're making a decent amount of money. You don't really have to worry about much. You're raiding quite regularly, which is really what you need to do. They are a, similarly to their style in combat on the battlefield, they are a very mobile race. So we'll start with some income. And moving on. Nice. Got our units. All of them? I think all but one. Yep. So he's just waiting for an archer. A unit of archers, rather. What's Malagor got going on? We still don't really have enough for anything else just yet. What's our army size looking like? He's still waiting on one as well, so we're just going to have to wait here for another turn. Yeah, it's not so bad. They don't have an army around anywhere nearby, do they? They've got another small settlement down here. Got more orcs up that area. Oh, right, so... Okay, and then if I go up through there, that's where you would start if you were the greenskins. Okay. Dragonhorn mines. I think we're inclined to... I'm inclined to hit this one first, but... It seems a little large. It is walled, okay. So I may not have such a chance anyway. I'm gonna go for this one down here first, once I am ready. Oh, no. Yep, so we're just waiting one more turn. Okay, so we should have all our units set up there. As long as the two armies move together, I feel like I'll be able to take most things on. Wow, they cannot move far. What about beast paths? Oh, well, I mean, we're doing that then, aren't we? Beast paths are incredibly useful. It's basically just like moving underground for the greenskins and the dwarves. And they can't go back into anything else just yet. Next turn. Ah, here they are. Oh, excellent already. Well, since I've got a shaman, I'm going to get myself a Gorbel. Where do you want to go in here? There we go. Now these two should be able to move normally to there now. It'll bring you just within here. An attack! Oh, easy auto resolve. We have our first victory. Now, these options here, I believe, are brought in by one of my mods. Normally with the Beastmen, you just have Raise and Defile and Loot and Raise, which, don't get me wrong, two really nice options. No negatives whatsoever. And usually you get quite a bit more from looting and raising than any of these ones. At the moment, I gotta go for cash, because I think my army upkeep is screwing me over right now. This is what I mean by it's really difficult to manage the Beastmen's finances, so to speak. Oh, good. Okay, good. We can encamp. We'll bring our guys up here real close so that if they get attacked, which they most likely will now that I've attacked the top knots, they'll have some backup. Oh, and we have a skill point. I always forget to do this. Okay, Vile Tide. Cooldown, yes please. I could give myself some more movement range, I suppose. Let's do both. Okay. Yeah, that's terrible. I can't believe I've already broken it. Okay. Oh, we can actually build some more, but it's going to cost us a decent pinch. I guess if I wipe these guys out in the next turn, I can move straight up to there. Okay. What can we do here? Now, see, I don't really want to bother with the Chaos Warhounds. All that and the spawn, they never really interested me that much. I tend to disband my Warhounds when I start a Chaos game pretty early on and replace them with something more useful. They're good for sort of getting around soldiers and things like that, but they're very, very weak, to the point where it makes a massive difference. I guess I should start upgrading his as well. I really do need to. Alright, moving on. And here it comes. Oh, what? I don't have my other guys with me? Ah, boy. Auto. Pooh. There we go. That was lucky. Got quite a bit of cash for that. Let's replenish our units. Icky Iron Jaw. Eight turns to complete. Well, that's where I'm heading next, so hopefully we'll get that. And it looks like our upkeep's gone down a little bit too, which is nice. Had our guys reach the new rank. Let's see what we have here. That's what we want. Big area of effect damage. I've got 3 points to spend. Okay, so we're going to go with this first. And then we're going to get Devolve as well. So we've got something else to throw at them when we need to. As for my Gauble... recruitment cost, I think. Everything I can to drive it down. Everything I can. So he... Okay, he's going to want to replenish then, I guess. Moving onwards. To victory! Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. They came very close to attacking me. Okay. I see how it is. I'd say my boys are ready to go. Can I... like there? Attack! Hey! Fine. We'll hit your little friend over here. What's his name? Mash One Finger and Sneak Armbreaker. Die! Oh, god damn it. Really? Really? Well, we want to go this way. We don't want to come up behind us, but we are going this way. Put him there. Put him there. You can't run away again now. Good night. I'm glad this one's going well, considering how the last campaign went that I recorded. Oh, did I get some stuff? Yes, I did. And we got some levels! Okay, Goros, let's get your campaign movement range and your upkeep. Malagor. Upgrade. We'll do the upkeep for now. We really do need to make back some money, so we've gotten back on top of things now, which is nice. Going to encamp again. In fact, with both of them. Oh, here we go. Got some upgrades. That'll spend all my cash, though. I am going to need some stronger units, though. Yep, screw it. I've got income. We're good. Plus, this will increase my income and upkeep and all that anyway. Yeah, as far as I consider it, they're all my enemies. Okay, now we've got that going on. We can look at what else we can recruit. I'm not going to touch anything just yet. We don't really have that much money. These guys are pretty much ready to go again. I really do need to just chase these guys down. Okay, so... let's take these fools. No, come back. Not allowed to run away. Replenish our units. Oh, we got some armor as well. Excellent. And a rank. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing well this game. Oh, excellent. We are doing very well this game. I'm gonna move him over here somewhere if it's gonna let me. Yep, cool. And set up encampment here, because I'm going to end that episode right there, ladies and gentlemen. So as I said, we're going a lot better, as you can see, than we did in the Vampire Lords campaign. Do we have a unit there ready for leveling up? We do. I didn't even notice this. Excellent. Bray Shaman. Let's go income from raiding. And our Gorball. And have some charge and melee attack. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be back very shortly in the next episode. I'm just going to continue playing this and keep recording. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. It's obviously been a lot more of an interesting campaign so far. And, well, depends on your definition of interesting, I suppose. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Check out my other Warhammer videos, my Total War Warhammer videos. I've also got a Witcher series which I'll be uploading soon for the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And also, I have bought, against probably my better judgment, pre-ordered No Man's Sky, which comes out next week. So I'm looking forward to doing some videos on that as well. In addition to that, the Attack on Titan game actually comes out on PS4 next week on the exact same day. So hopefully I can get my hands on that as well and do some videos from my PlayStation. Of course, the sound won't be as good, unfortunately, as it'll just be through a headset mic into the PlayStation controller. I haven't quite figured out the whole mess of being able to use my proper microphone that I use for my PC recordings on my PlayStation recordings. So we'll see how that goes anyway. I'm pretty excited to play that stuff. I will be incredibly disappointed if No Man's Sky is not all it says it is, but so far, honestly, everything that I've looked at, I've not been listening to any of the negative sort of hype around it. You know, oh, it's taken so long to develop, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just going to let the game surprise me. And if it doesn't surprise me, or if it does, depending on, you know, whether either of those mean good or bad, that made sense. We'll see how it goes with making some videos for it. So I'll obviously give it a bit of a test out first, off camera, and see how I enjoy it. And hopefully I will not be disappointed. I have faith. I have faith. My faith is strong. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. My name is Jay Bulwaki. This is my channel, Vorpal Gaming. We're playing Total War Warhammer. And I will see you in the next episode.